Hi there, I'm Katie, and I love baseball. So you might have noticed a distinct lack of videos on here after every single series, and that is because I run my own business, I'm self-employed, and April has been incredibly busy business-wise, work-wise, so I have really struggled to get any content done for baseball. So instead of promising a video after every single series, I'm going to do Monday Jays, which will just be kind of a wrap-up of the past week of games / what's going on with the Blue Jays at the time, and then I'm going to start posting series reviews as text posts on a blog. So if you like to read, I will link it below, and if not, you don't have to read. You can just come here every Monday. And I'm also going to post another video that will be about a more general baseball topic on every Thursday. So there'll be 2 videos a week, more blog posts, and I'm also going to get the baseball book reviews started because I have been reading a ridiculous number of books about baseball, and some of them are great, some of them are okay, some of them, if you don't have them in your life, you need to get on that right now, and some of them, let's be honest, should have died in Disco Demolition Night. What was Disco Demolition Night? I'm going to tell you about that in another video. So, welcome to the very first Monday Jays. I'm hopefully going to make a really cute card for it at some point. But let's be honest, I don't have a lot of time on my hands right now. So first of all, let's talk about injuries. Oh! We have an old team, and 3 of the guys on the disabled list are guys that really we had to cross our freaking fingers we're going to make it all the way through this season. Josh Donaldson, Troy Tulowitzki, and Jay Happ are all on the 10-day disabled list. It looks like Happ is going to end up missing 2 starts. He's already missed 1. It looks like he is going to miss the second one. Tulo and Donaldson, we haven't really heard anything about. So those 3 are on the disabled list. Happ is elbow issues. They are accompanied on the disabled list by Sanchez, who had a blister. And I know blisters are a real issue for pitchers. But then you remember that R.A. Dickey's career was nearly derailed by the fact that he forgot his nail file, so it's all a bit up there, right? So we've got those 4 injuries. Happ and Sanchez both being on the disabled list is a big problem because the strength of this team has many times been said to be their rotation. They've already used 7 starters this season. That's as many starters as they used all of last season. And it really goes to show that we don't have the pitching depth. We don't have enough guys in the bullpen to patch together games if we don't get a good starter. We need to get perfect starts out of our 3 remaining guys. Liriano, Estrada, and Stroman need to be amazing. And then we've got to wake up some of the other guys who are having a bit of a sad start. In terms of players stepping up, though, can we talk about Justin Smoak? Holy shit! Justin fucking Smoak. I feel like we're about 2 weeks away from me having to issue a formal apology to Justin Smoak. I've always said he's decent defensively and a total liability at the plate. Justin Smoak's been hitting stuff. Like, on a regular basis. On a frequent basis. I don't have the numbers for his batting average right now, but I can tell you one thing, it's better than Bautista's, and he's been part of some outstanding defensive plays. He's killing it. He really genuinely is, and I am so impressed. And that's coming from someone who was like, take a shot every time Smoak screws up, and by the time you get to the 3rd inning, you'll be on the floor, pass out. This is not the Justin Smoak that we knew and hated. But you know what? This is the Justin Smoak that we wrote a big fat fucking check to. So we're actually getting value for money on him right now, which is amazing. This guy looks like he belongs in the big leagues right now, which is something that I never said before about Justin Smoak. The 2 pitchers who've called up to replace Sanchez and Happ are Matt Latos and Casey Lawrence. Casey Lawrence threw a great game. He did what, 7 innings? And you know what? One pitch killed him. Well, not one pitch. I mean, he had loaded the bases. It was a 2 walks and a double, and then the grand slam, and that was a bit of a mess. But other than that, like, I mean, he's been in the minors for 7 years. He's been in the Blue Jay system since 2010 or 2011, I believe. And this was his first start. He previously had thrown out of the bullpen in another game. He looked like he belonged there. He's not terrible. He's not an obvious one-for-one substitution for Sanchez or Happ, both of whom are extremely good pitchers. But he's not bad. We have Matt Latos, who was not as good as Casey Lawrence in my opinion. But again, he's not terrible. They were perfectly serviceable. They're not on the same level, but they'll do. And considering that both Sanchez and Happ are predicted to miss their next starts, we're going to need them again. And part of me wanted to see Joe Biagini spot start, but at the same time, I'm not totally sure that he's as ready as they are. But also, I'm biased towards Biagini because he's my spirit animal and my soulmate. I feel like Joe Biagini and I can just ride off into the sunset on our unicorns. Thank you very much. Other guys who have stepped up and are doing really well, Ryan Goins. Buck Martinez does not often say things that I agree with. But Buck Martinez the other day in a game said Ryan Goins is the best backup shortstop in all of baseball. Ryan Goins has stepped up and he is amazing. And we forget that because a lot of times he's filled in at second base and he's not a natural second baseman. He makes it look easy to do a diving catch, throw from his knees to start a double play. Which, how? That is not easy. Even when Tulo does it, Tulo makes it look like it's work, which is amazing. And he's killing it at shortstop. And when I first heard Tulowitzki was injured, I felt sick to my stomach. But then I saw Ryan Goins play, and I thought, no, he's fine. Like, not worried at all defensively. And quite frankly, in terms of offense, he's not Tulowitzki. But I'd have to check the numbers. He's probably right in the Bautista area for batting average right now. So he's doing just fine. In fact, he's hitting better than he did last season, and I think part of that is coming from playing more. Because he and Barney, and now Coughlin, that other guy is playing third base. I can't say his name. It's a mental problem. I have some sort of block. It can't come out of my mouth. Chris Coughlin playing third base. He sucks at the plate, and he's an all-right third baseman. He's had a couple errors already. But Darwin Barney and Goins were kind of swapping back and forth at third. Then we had Tulo gone, and now we've got Goins in shortstop, and kind of Barney and Coughlin are going back and forth at third base. Another player who stepped up is Ezekiel Carrera. He's hitting well, he's getting himself on base, and he's playing well in the outfield. And considering that in left field, it's him or Steve Pearce. Steve Pearce is not a great fielder. I would say he's not even really a good left fielder. He's obviously been stuck out there because Justin Smoak is hitting. And Pearce so far is just collapsing at the plate. He and Jared Saltalamacchia are a hot mess at the plate. They were guys who were supposed to come in and be able to hit, and they haven't. At all. Really. It's not good. Two other guys struggling at the plate are Bautista and Travis. Wasn't Travis supposed to be this amazing young dynamo, rising star, slugger at the plate, an amazing second baseman? He's turned out to be a completely serviceable second baseman. I don't think he's anything that exciting. And at the plate right now, my categories are injuries, players have stepped up, players who are sad. Injuries, Donaldson, Tulo, Sanchez, Happ. Players who've stepped up, Smoak, Goins, Casey Lawrence, Matt Latos, Zeke, Sad, Bautista, Travis, Pearce, and Salty. Yeah, see you in a week. Tomorrow there will be a recap of the Angel series up on katylovesbaseball.com. If you like me or you like baseball, please subscribe and follow me on Twitter and stuff. Although I haven't been live tweeting the games because I've been watching them recorded because I've been so freaking busy. So I've been watching baseball games at like 5 o'clock in the morning while I'm editing videos. It's a little bit weird. But I'm going to try to be more active and more connected because I have some really cool ideas and some stuff I really want to tell you guys about and teach you guys about and have conversations about. And we're going to work on it. I'm going to work on it. Yeah. So let me know in the comments below which team you're following this season, and happy April. Hopefully May gets better for the Jays, because if it gets worse, I don't know how I'm going to make it through 162 games this season. I might die. I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at it. Oh my god, I sound like a 17-year-old with a beauty channel. Next, I'm going to go, yes, queen! And say that I'm literally dying. I can't even say those things without feeling a little bit sick.